We are celebrating over 20 people who came into Creators Call last night. And I'm just so excited. 20 new people coming in. We have had over 30 people prior to that in the last week coming in, and then 20 people last night. So I wanted to get on and congratulate those of you that jumped in. Tonight, I believe today is the last day till midnight with July 4th that you can get $50 off of the Creators Co. and start your business. That being said, I did want to share some vulnerability with you guys and some realness because I see it on social and I want to be real with you guys. And I heard a podcast recently that was talking about this, and it was saying celebrations and tea. Here's the tea part. So we're celebrating the 20 people just since last night who have come into the Creators Code and are getting ready to change their life, create their products, and create extra cash flow on social media. Okay. And that's what we teach people to do with their own passions and align them with profitable products. And then we teach them how to create an income from it. So very, very exciting just knowing what people are coming into. That being said, and my hair driving me crazy, I heard a podcast the other day that was saying that a lot of big creators that you see who in 2023 were having 100K months, 200K months, the legendary girls that were making, hundreds of thousands of dollars last year per month. That is not the case in 2024. Let's just be real. That is not the case in 2024. Things are different. And for those people who have not shifted into doing things differently in 2024, their businesses are plateauing and even going down because the algorithms have changed. It's just there's more familiarity with it and things have to be different. It's why the MRR space is kind of starting to fall apart, which I'll just leave that where it's at. It's different. And so we have to shift. And that's part of, if you're ever going to have a business, my hair will not stay in this clip. If you're ever going to have a business on social media, you've got to be willing to adapt and change and shift. And so, I will say for us, and I tell people this all the time because it is a very shiny object syndrome space. It is a very noisy space, and making money online, people get very distracted and they get 30 to 60 days into promoting something and they go and completely change their offer because it's not working. I'm not seeing sales, and they haven't even hit momentum yet. And it keeps, it's normal. It's human nature. And we see these, income claims and these big shiny objects on social media, and we're like, oh, well, if I went over there and started doing that, then I would start seeing success. And I watch people do this all the time, and then they don't see success. And then they don't give it long enough to see success because 30 to 60 days later, they go and pivot to something else. And I am not going to tell you that it's not okay to pivot, because it is. I'm a professional pivoter. I would say not even pivot, but innovate. So change up what you're doing, but having the same mission, the same offer, the same focus, signature program, whatever you want to call it, is so important. And for me personally, just to be very transparent, business this time last year, I was making, July and August are a very, very, very big time for online sales. They just are, from MLM world to last year. In July, I was looking yesterday, by July 9th last year, I had already made $14,000 by July 9th. What? That's from somebody who was making $1,200 a month, June, May. 3 months prior to that, I was making $1,200 a month. And by July 9th, I had made $14,000. That's how quickly things changed. I will tell you right now, and it's not to say that can't happen by July 9th this year, but I'm not on track to do that, right? There's been a lot of shifts in my business. And I knew that when we had to shift out of the toxic environment we were in with the previous company and that partnership, it was going to be kind of a reset and restarting point, and sort of okay, we're back at ground level. We got to build this up. So you've got to stick with it, and you've got to tweak things as needed, but to completely jump from offer to offer to offer, it's not working. And that is what the MRR space is. And I'm not on here to talk about MRR, but that's what people have to do, is they have to then be promoting the next hot topic. And I know that because I have a digital marketing Facebook group, and every day there's 5 to 10 posts in there of people saying, this is the hot course right now. This is the hot course. This is the hot course. And I'm like, why are we buying hot courses? Why are we not building a brand, aligning ourselves with what we're passionate about, creating products from it? And if yours is the Wealth Nation teaching people how to create money online, then get really good at that. But getting really good at that is not just jumping and selling the next course. So I wanted to share that. Like, my business is not in this, like, I've banked 14K by July 9th. Again, that could happen. I'm always open to that. And I always know things can shift very quickly. My business looks a lot different than last year. And I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel regret from it, because we were in such a toxic place in the previous company. And that pesky, narcissistic problem child will not leave us alone and continues to copy our branding and copy our business model and poach people from the business who are partnered with us. And you know what? We just keep going. Like, we just keep going because we have actual skills and experience and success to offer people. And we know that, and we are continuing to innovate, to grow, to learn. I just hired a mentor. And here's my encouragement for you. I am not saying that business is dead and people aren't making money online. I hired a mentor a week and a half ago. Last week, her business, she has 13,000 followers on Instagram. That's it. That's like 1,000 more than I have. Last week, her business made over $600,000 in 1 week. Business is not dead. What is different? She is not doing online business how everyone else is doing online business right now. And that's why I said, I want you to be my mentor. And I hired her because not only do I want to do that for myself, but I want to then I have students and clients who I want to be able to teach, right? I want to shift. I'm not just going to say, oh, well, this isn't working anymore. We're going to tweak things. So the other part of this, and you guys can feel free to ask questions in the chat and I'll answer them at the end. The other thing I want to say is the other thing I see in this Facebook group, which is basically a lot of digital marketers, because you just can't stay away from it, is people are like, I really want to start this. I don't have hundreds of dollars to start. So what I've been doing based on what I've been learning from this mentorship and based on the feedback that I've been getting from people are looking for income. People are burnt out. People are financially stressed. I talked about in one of my reels last week, I have a nurse friend who's joining the Creators Code. She is a nurse full-time, and on the weekends she cleans houses because that's what they have to do in order to pay their bills right now, because inflation and the cost of living is so out of control. So not only is she a nurse, but she's also cleaning houses on the weekends so that she can pay her bills. And what's happening, she's not having any time with her family, right? She's like, she messaged me today and said something has to change. And I'm like, this is very real, and so many people don't know that there's such a simple way to monetize your social media by doing things that you already know and love. You're just not monetizing it. And that doesn't mean reselling courses. That means taking something that you already do and that you already know and that you already love and putting it into a profitable product, automating it, which just means setting up simple systems. That means you can unplug from your phone and your computer and have daily sales hit your bank account, and then earning with social media through attracting and conversion. And there are 3 pieces to that, right? And if you don't know how to do those 3 pieces, it can be really challenging. You can go figure it out on your own. But even the people that have access to the information, like it can still be a challenge, which is why we offer mentorship, which is why we have calls every week and all of those things. So I wanted to be transparent and say, hey, things are different this year. My business is not what it was last year. Last year I was promoting my, other people's products, right? It was great. I learned so much. It was so great. But now I'm building a company essentially from the ground up with this this pesky annoyance that will not leave us alone. So there's that constant distraction as well. And it's like head down, keep going, because we know what we're doing works. We know what we're doing has impact and will gain momentum and snowball and is helping people. And it's helping people who aren't just reselling courses. They are creating their own products and they are out promoting them and they're helping other people in that area. It's so freaking cool. It's so powerful. And if that means slower growth while we build this up to where it gets into momentum, that's okay. Like we are all focused on that end goal, and we all have long-term vision. So all that being said, if you are already in my signature program, the Creators Code, this is not really for you, but it could be for you, but it's really not, because you have the Creators Code. What I have put together over the last few days is called burnout to bankroll. And really what this is focused on is for what my mission is I help women and some men. I help women that don't have any products, don't have any experience, create consistent cash flow by combining their passions with this cash creation framework that I've created, which essentially is what we teach through the Creators Code in a very in-depth. We had somebody recently join that was like, I feel like this is a master's degree level of education in business online. And we're like, perfect. That's what we want without the master's degree price. So I have created this burnout to bankroll mini course. It is not hundreds of dollars. It's not even $100. And it has the cash creation framework in there where I walk you through 3 steps. And I want to pull up a little bit of what that looks like. And what this will be sold at, I have put a lot. My husband was like, you've put all this together, like how, with children and all of these things. I want to pull, where are my notes? Let me know if you guys have any questions. So, okay. So this framework, what I did with it was, I'm going to move my phone. I don't know if you guys can still hear me right here. Burp, burp. If you don't have an Octobuddy, get you an Octobuddy. Okay, so this framework is taken out of our signature program, which is the Creators Code that I was referencing, that over 20 people have joined since last night. That has everything that someone needs as a beginner to an expert, the Creators Code, to creating your cash creation system, right? So like I said, the code is like getting a master's degree level of education on creating, automating, and earning with an online business. I feel really passionate about this, like I was just saying, because 90% of my income is from my own products and not reselling others. And I am an affiliate for products that I make recurring commissions on every month, and it's great, and I'm so grateful for that. But what I love about having my own products, and why I encourage other people to do the same, is that you're not competing with anybody when you have your own products. You're only competing with yourself. And I love not having to compete with thousands of other people online selling the same products as me. I did that for a very long time in MLM, and it could be very discouraging at times. So this system and this framework is how I went from making $1,200 in an MLM side hustle, working my butt off all the time, staying up till 1 a.m., to creating consistent 1 to 5K days, working maybe 10 hours a week, and spending the rest of the time with my family, with my kids, doing the things that I actually really love to do. And so the cash creation framework that I've put together is the foundation of creating a digital business and daily sales hitting your bank account. It is the meat. It is the foundation that you build this on. And so Instagram in particular has 2.4 billion users. And the majority of those users are not monetizing. That means they are not creating income on Instagram, which is insane, you guys. So this is the foundation. So the cash creation framework and the Creators Code program will take you from scrolling to getting paid by sharing the things you already know and love. And so everything in this is the foundation that will help you shift from feeling financially stressed or burn out at your job to creating consistent cash flow from social media, right? From your scrolling that you're probably doing. I thought I was going to sneeze. From your scrolling that you're probably doing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to sneeze. I can't. I have live shyness. Okay. You're probably already scrolling on social media. You can go check your usage that you're on, your hours a day that you are on social media. It's probably a lot. And it might only be in minute increments, but it adds up very quickly. And so the goal is you can create consistent cash flow from your phone, from social media scrolling, without spending tons of time on your phone. You can do it without having followers, without sending annoying messages to people and sending a million follow-ups or anything else that you're like, I don't want to do that stuff. That's why I haven't started a business, or that's why I'm not monetizing my social media. You don't have to do all of that stuff. That is where automation comes in and is so, so powerful. So in this framework, you're getting, is it thundering again? So in this framework, you're going to get access to those three steps, those three kind of foundational steps to create that consistent cash flow, which is create, automate, and earn, but also to workbooks and toolkits that are normally sold on their own. And what this does is it helps you figure out exactly what to create, who exactly to create it for and how to create it, and then automate it with very simple systems and start earning an income online. So this again is what I was saying is taught A to Z from a very beginner level to a very expert level in our signature program. It literally has like 8+ hours of modules and content and very in-depth, let alone a month of free mentorship. And we've taken our experiences and our success and our failures and we've put it all together, right? I say this all the time. We added up, we looked at our tax form actually, and I spent $18,000 last year on education, on learning how to create automation and income and cash flow on social media. $18,000. And we definitely don't sell it for $18,000. So, that's kind of the behind the scenes into that signature program, right? And it's so cool because it's lifetime access. It gives you the tools you need. It gives you all these extra deliverables. We have monthly content drops. We have a month of mentorship included that you can continue with. So, that's kind of what it is. So if you are one of those people who's like, I want to start this and I want to learn how to do these 3 steps, I put this together, this cash creation framework, which is a very, very entry-level, beginner-friendly, and you're going to get those 3 steps, and I'm going to walk you through it, and the framework I'm talking about is what I'm teaching in this mini course, Brittany, if that makes sense. So this burnout to bankroll framework is create, automate, and earn. And so what I've done is I've put this all together in a mini course where it's a 30-minute mini course, but then you're also getting a couple other extra bonus videos. You're getting a workbook, you're getting a toolkit, you're getting different links to different things that you can use in a visual walkthrough of how to create. This is what everything in the Creators Co is built on, is these things. So I took it, made a separate mini course for my people who are like, I can't spend hundreds or thousands of dollars. Like last year, I spent $18,000 learning this. And I put it into a $22 mini course. It will be $111. My husband told me I was crazy for selling this for $22. So if you're in the Creators Co program, you've got everything in there that you need. This is not something that you need to go do. You need to go through 100% of that course and take action and implement the steps. If you aren't in there yet and you're like, I just wanted to deep dive, like I just want to head first go for it, really cool. We still have $50 off of the whole program. We also have payment plans, and it will still take the $50 off the payment plan. And we just implemented a 14-day money back guarantee because we have people telling us that this is a master's level education course. And we're very confident in it, and the results don't lie for what our students are doing that are actually taking the steps, doing the work, creating their own products, and some of them are creating their own products and referring people to the program. So cool. And then just stacking their income, which is what we teach in there. And we actually did a call with one of our students that's doing this yesterday. So if you want to do the $22 mini course and you're not ready to dive headfirst into this huge program, right? You're going to want to eventually because it is incredible. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate your comment. Then you can comment you can comment bankroll, just whatever to let me know that this is something you want to do and you just want to tiptoe in and do this $22. And like I said, this is a I haven't even like really launched it. It's just a pre-sale, $22, and it'll eventually be $111. And then if you love it so much and you decide to jump into the Creators Co, I have a special offer for all my people who take this program and learn from it. So this is a mini course. This is not for people in the Creators Co. This is for people who I want to help make an income online. These are nurses. These are women. These are stay-at-home moms. These are working moms who want to stay home, but they don't have the luxury of working or being at home because they need their income. Or maybe it's stay-at-home moms who are tired of living on a tight budget and they want to be able to also financially contribute to their family's income and be a stay-at-home mom, right? Or to burnout nurses or teachers or corporate women who just want to leave and are tired and burn out, right? That's why I named it Burnout to Bankroll, because it's exactly who I was and exactly who I've become in the process by implementing these 3 things: creating, automating, and earn it. But now I just put it into a mini course for those people who are like, I have no experience, I don't have any products, I don't know what I would create. Perfect. I'm going to walk you through all of that in this mini course. So that's the plan. Thank you for being on. Happy 4th of July. I know it's like a weird week. People are not as active and engaged because it's 4th of July and it's a holiday. Although here it's just freaking raining. So I don't even know if we're going to get to celebrate, and it's really cramping my style. So anyway, that is it. You guys, I'll repost this I'll repost the replay, and then you guys can DM me with any questions you have. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Happy 4th of July.